Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing some fun DIY fall decor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get started. For the first DIY, you're only going to need a few things, starting off with a bag of fake maple leaves, which I picked up from Dollar Tree. You're going to need any type of string. I chose jute, which I picked up from Michael's. And lastly, a strong glue. I chose E6000, but you can also use a hot glue gun. The first thing that I'm going to do is measure out my string, and once I have the perfect size, all I'm going to be doing is placing glue right on the tips of the maple leaves, and I'm pretty much just going to glue those leaves right onto the jute. Obviously I'm doing it backwards right here so that the leaves don't actually stick onto the bag, but once I have all of the maple leaves glued on and dry, I'm going to flip over the garland, and then that's pretty much what I have right now. I wanted to add just a little bit of dimension, I guess you would say, and I'm going to put on little leaves on top of the bigger leaves, as you can see what I'm doing here. Just adds a little bit of something to this, gives it a little bit more of a fancy look. Now it's just time to hang it up. I think it's so cute, and it's such an easy DIY, but at the same time it brings fall to any room. So you can pretty much put this anywhere, and it's just a cute little decoration. So now let's move on to DIY number 2. For the second DIY, I'm going to be making a pumpkin vase with flowers. So the first thing you're going to need is a craft carvable pumpkin. You're going to need a good old knife, and then of course some fake flowers. So the first thing that I'm going to do is carve out the top of the pumpkin, which would be your first step if you were actually carving a real pumpkin. And of course Little Muffin just couldn't resist, she had to be in the video. But I swear when I was filming this, in my head I was like, no, my head's not in the way, I'm perfect. Yeah, right. My big old head is always in the way. So once I carved out that top, I'm going to start breaking up the fake flowers. They were just a little bit too long, so I had to cut them out individually, and then I just started decorating them, arranging them so that they just looked pretty. I picked hydrangeas because they are my second favorite flower, and this just looked super fall. So once the flowers are perfectly arranged, the DIY is complete, and we can move on to DIY number 3. For this 3-tiered centerpiece, you're going to need a ton of different things, starting off with 3 different sizes of wood bases. I'm starting off with a large one, a medium one, and then also a small one. You're going to need 3 to 4 wooden blocks, some burlap ribbon, and then after this you're going to need a ton of different decorative fillers. I chose acorns, pine cones, candy corn, squash. You're going to need some E6000 glue, and of course some fake leaves. So I'm going to start off by taking that large wood base, and I'm putting one of the blocks right in the center. I'm going to cover that end with glue, and then I'm just going to stick the other block right on top. This is going to act as the stand, and once that glue is totally dry, while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm just going to open up all the other pieces because it's kind of annoying. So once it's totally dry, I'm going to cover that with the burlap ribbon, and you can pretty much cover the stand with whatever you'd like. I just chose burlap. It went with that fall theme, and that's why I chose it. So I'm just wrapping it in the burlap ribbon and then going to glue that down with some of the E6000 glue. So here I'm just mapping out where I want everything to sit. Pretty much those 2 wooden blocks are going to be right in the center of that large base. Once I've mapped that out, I'm just going to glue down those 2 blocks right to the center of that large base, and once that's dry, I'm just going to glue the medium base right on top of those 2 blocks. So here I decided to use just 1 block in between the top layer and the middle. You can use 2 if you'd like, but I don't know, I like the look of just using 1. So I'm doing that same process. I'm gluing down that burlap, and then because the burlap was a little bit bigger than the block, I just had to cut off the edges. So here I'm gluing down that block to the middle layer, and I just want to make sure when I'm gluing this down that it's aligned with the first two blocks. Because these aren't perfect circles, obviously it's not going to be right in the center of the wooden bases, but I want to make sure the stand, those blocks are all in one line. Do you guys get me? So once that's done and everything is dry, I put down this table runner from Michaels. I thought it was really cute. They're pumpkins and it's orange. And I put the 3-tiered little centerpiece there. And now it's time to decorate. Now I'm not gluing any of this stuff down just because I want to be able to reuse this when Christmas time comes around or Valentine's Day or anything like that. So now it's pretty much time to just decorate. I started off by putting the fall leaves, and then I decorated with the acorns and the candy corn. I mean, candy corn is more Halloween, but Halloween is during the fall season, so it's all good. So I got these really cute pumpkins from Target, and then of course I had to add this glitter pumpkin that I got from Dollar Tree. It's so cute. And then I didn't know what to put on the top until I was like, hello, my pumpkin vase would be perfect. And of course I had to add my little scarecrow. Isn't he so cute? So that completes these 3 DIYs. You guys know how much I like doing the detailed, very intricate DIYs, but I absolutely love the fast, easy, inexpensive DIYs. They're my favorite. So I hope you enjoyed all of these, and if you guys try any of these out, please let me know. Tag me on Instagram and Twitter. I will definitely love to see them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!